right now.
All right, listen. Oi!
Morning!
First of all, Mr. Owen Hargreaves, thank you so much for the glory years. Thank you so much for the great times. And we're going to talk about Champions League if that's okay. Can we talk about Champions League quickly?
Yeah, I mean, hopefully I can bring the same energy you guys bring in. I love that. Yeah,
Owen probably
no,
thinks,
it's
what have I walked into?
Oh no, we walked into. I'm in trouble today. I'm wearing my Ted Lasso shirt, but it's not about Ted Lasso right now. Listen, Champions League has been incredible. What's been your game of the season? What's the game that you've loved so far?
I mean, to be fair, I'm amazed by the Champions League. Every time you watch it, the boys are just so good. I mean, the all top. Every time I watch it, something happens. I mean, I was pitch side for the game, Real Madrid Bayern at the Allianz Stadium's incredible. You know, you kind of watching kind of the warm ups. I thought Tony Kroos was. I saw him after the game. I said to him, I remember meeting Tony when he was 14 years old. We signed him as a 14-year-old at Bayern Munich, and I said to him after, that was crazy what you just did out there. You know, all those amazing players out there, amazing athletes, and Tony's just like 2 steps ahead of everybody else, controlling the game at his age. I just thought it was amazing. Then you see Jude up front, Jude up close. He's crazy, Jude. He looks like he's an alien or a unicorn or something. Every time I watch him, I'm just blown away by how great he is.
Who do you think's gonna win this one then? So like looking at the teams that are left, Dortmund is still in.
Yeah.
Sancho representing Man United, kinda.
Kinda not.
Who do you think's gonna take, like, Jude Bellingham's still there, Harry Kane again? He's finally getting success, not with you guys. Like, who do you think is really gonna lift this trophy? Sorry, Abby.
Well, I think first of all, shout out to for Jaden, by the way. I mean, the way he played, he had a point to prove. He was letting people know I'm still here. And I think a lot of people didn't really know that was probably there. So I'm really proud of him, you know, for kind of showing what he's got. He outperformed the best player in the world in Kylian Mbappe. I think PSG will go through. I think when you have the second leg at home, it plays a huge difference. Real Madrid, I don't know how they do it. You know, they get outplayed but still win. And that's what champions are. You know, everybody can play, but can you compete? And I think Real Madrid are the best competitors. That's the biggest difference at the elite level. So I think it's going to be Real Madrid, PSG, and I think Real Madrid are probably going to get it done like they always do.
I think you're right. I think when you look at the Champions League, you always think of Real Madrid. That is the team to beat. It's their competition. I feel like you mentioned Toni Kroos there, Luka Modric, Vinny Jr., Bellingham. Like, they have so many players that are
So many weapons.
so many, like, just the most ridiculous team. And then you look across the whole Champions League, there's obviously amazing players. Who's been your favourite player to watch? The one standout star for you across the whole Champions League this season?
I mean, Harry Kane's been crazy. I mean, he was always going to score goals in that Bayern Munich team with all those players. He must be looking around thinking, wait, I got Sane, I got Musiala, I got Gnabry, I got Coleman, I got Kimmich, I got all these ball players just. And Harry's just a crazy goal scorer. I've been impressed with Harry. Jude's been crazy. I mean, Jude, he's not even a striker. He's not even a number 10, and he's dominated at Real Madrid. People don't understand that pressure is a real thing. And you see players that go to Manchester United. You know, it's a big thing. A lot of pressure, expectation. And you look at I think there's even more pressure at Real Madrid. And for Jude to walk into that dressing room and just now almost be the guy when they've already won loads of Champions League.
At 19 years old as well.
And
now he's 20, but obviously walking
that's
at
not
19.
normal. I'm telling you, that's not normal. I've never seen somebody do that. Normally, when you come in the dressing room as a young kid, I swear to you, you sneak in there real quiet, you know, kind of sliding in, trying not to be noticed, because you don't want to kind of stick out. But Jude is just this. He sticks out, you know, and he does it with such confidence.
With his arms out as well. He's got his arms out like he's like, this is my club. I belong here.
Yeah.
Again,
I don't mind that. You know? I don't mind when you're humble and you're still put. You know, it's not arrogance, it's confidence. But I think in a good way. You know, he believes in himself, and you can feel it. You know, Floyd Mayweather was like that. You know, he's like, I'm here. Look, I'm gonna knock you out. You know, and Jude is a bit like that, but probably a bit nicer with it.
Couldn't help yourself.
I had to drop a bomb. If he's gonna, as soon as he mentioned boxing, I'm like, yeah, that's my stuff there. No, but just moving this thing on then, because you talk about the finals, you kind of avoided that. This is like Real Madrid. You think PSG are gonna be there? Who's gonna win? Will Jude win his first one, or will Mbappe win his first one?
Well, I think experience dictates. You know, you see that in the Champions League. You know, you got all these. Real Madrid, I did the game against Leipzig. They got outplayed in 3 of the 4 halves and somehow won. You know, just in moments they can beat you. Bayern outplayed them in the first leg, but somehow they nicked the draw. You know, that is not a coincidence. You know, Carlo Ancelotti is just sitting on the sideline chilling. He knows they're getting outplayed. He's got his cigar in there, and he knows the boys. You know, as you guys are saying, when you got Vinny Jr. and Rodrigo and Jude, you know, those guys are gonna do the business, and they tend to do it. So I thought Toni Kroos was amazing, and he's gonna run the game. And I just think with their experience, I think they'll get through. I think they'll get through, and I think they'll win it. I think they'll beat PSG, who are a lot better, but still, Kylian's still, you know, kind of the main man. But I think Real Madrid got more firepower.
I think so too. I really do. I think like we said before, you can't really shy away from Real Madrid in those situations, which is odd because when they played City, I feel like everyone was backing Manchester City to kind of go and do the business. But why did we sleep on Real Madrid for that? Why did we do that?
Listen, it's crazy. I got one more. I got another question. Well, I've really kind of got 2 more questions because I do want to know.
I've got a question for Owen. But let's do Champions League first.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Wicked. What's it like working on TNT covering the Champions League? Like, how's it been for you this season? Like, how you enjoying it?
I mean, look, let's be honest. I get paid to watch football. You know, that's pretty cool. I mean, I got paid to play football, and I grew up in Canada. I worked in McDonald's when I was 14 years old because I didn't want to ask my parents for any money. So the only job I could get was that. So for me to grow up in Canada and not really ever dream I was going to be a professional football player, to then become one, you know, and then play for England when I wasn't even born there. You know, I just feel, you know, kind of super blessed for being able to play football, and now I get to watch it and cover it, and I love kind of seeing all the different styles and all the different teams, you know, and everybody does it differently. There's no.
He's humble, you know. He's forgetting that he's won it. You're forgetting he's won it as well. It's like, yeah, I watch it and this, that, and the other. Bro, you've won it, bro. Like.
No, but I think that the thing I love about football is everybody sees something different when you watch a game. Like you guys will have different. If you say to the people you're close to after, who do you think played well in the game? Which I used to do to my teammates. Everybody has a different opinion, right? Because sometimes people see the game emotionally or tactically or technically. So I'm just trying to watch the game and watch it almost as a player, you know, and analyze it. So I love the fact we get to watch the games and break them down and analyze them. And it's, you know, I'm blessed. I was pitch side, you know, chatting to Jude and Toni Kroos, and someone's too cool, you know, and just to feel the energy and the vibe on the pitch. It's so different when you're on the pitch than when you're in the studio. It's just so different. But no, we got a great team. We you know, feel blessed.
Absolutely. Just one more question before we let you go. It is about Manchester United. I feel like it'd be rude for me to not ask you. Just kind of what your thoughts are on Manchester United this season, and obviously off the back of last night. Where do Manchester United go from here?
By the way, Owen, if sad music starts playing at any moment, I'm so sorry, but it's fine.
As long as it's slow R&B jam, I don't mind. I love a slow jam. You know, it is what it is, you know.
That's it. That's it.
No, go.
It is what it is. No, to be fair, yesterday we're probably surprised in kind of the score, like the size of the score line, but I don't think anybody expected United to win. Oliver Glasner's done an amazing job at Palace. So I think it's been like that from the start of the season. The first Wolves game, I don't know how they won that game. They've been pretty much outplayed in every game I've watched. So it's been a tough year, tough to watch. I was really proud of the fans, the way they supported the team at the end of the game. They're so classy after what they've watched this season. But I do think they got some amazing young guys. You know, Garnacho and Jadon just bowled out the other day. So you forget he's still a Manchester United player.
Would you bring him back? Would you bring him back and make him part of the fold? If it was you, if you were the manager, would you do it? Would that be your decision?
I would, yeah. But you know, I'm born in Canada. We don't really fall out with people. So
you know, except Drake.
Yeah. But I mean, so yeah, I would. I mean, the kid's a talent. The way he played, he outperformed Mbappe. You know, that's crazy.
If
you got a kid that can outperform Mbappe in a one-off game, okay, before the game, nobody would have thought he probably would have done that. But by the end of the game, you can guarantee Manchester United people going, whoa, why is he playing like that there and not for us? So I think he's a talent. He's obviously got to be more consistent. That's on him.
Yeah.
But I look at Garnacho and Højlund. You got to get an experienced center forward. You got to fix up the defense. But I think they're going to fix it quicker than people think. I think with Dan Ashworth, he's a top operator. Jason Wilcox is a top operator. These guys are going to come in. They're going to tidy it up. The only problem you have is you got to trying to play catch up with some of the teams because they're doing such good work in the market.
Listen, it's been great having you on. Thank you so much. Look after yourself. Don't be a stranger.
Yeah, come back.
You're always welcome. We got to drop a bomb for him. We got to drop a bomb for him. There you go.
Thanks
Canada
so much,
in the
Owen.
house. See you later, bro. Get rid of him.